Yo, what is up guys, it's Pedro here. So in today's video, I'll be giving you guys a big injury report for the Washington Commanders. They got some really good news yesterday and today on Lattimore, also Tyler Biadisz. We'll also talk about some crazy Lattimore stats when he goes up against Mike Evans, which he likely will be going up against him this weekend. If you guys are new, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button and that notification bell as well. Trying to hit 15K by the end of the month. Let's go ahead and do it. Less than 30% of you guys are subscribed right now, or 40%, I believe. But let's get right into the video. So, Lattimore on Wednesday practiced fully. We talked about how Dan Quinn was saying that the arrow is trending up and things were looking good for him, and looks like he's probably going to play. But then him actually being full on Thursday or Wednesday is really good news. And he was practicing today. The injury designations haven't come out yet, but I'm assuming he's going to be a full participant again. Jordan McGee yesterday was full. Quan Martin, who missed last week's game with an illness, full. Colson Yankoff, not a big deal, but he's coming off IR. He's full, so he would be good to go. Jaden Daniels good. John Bates good. And then a bunch of guys that were limited were Tyler Biadisz, which is good that he's limited, and he said that he expects to play and he should be good to go. So that is very, very good news. Jeremy Chin limited. Brandon Coleman and Jamison Crowder and Cornelius Lucas all limited. I didn't think that the injury news would be this good at this point in the week. I don't know how many guys are going to miss the game, but I would expect Lattimore. I think he's going to play. Tyler Biadisz will might be questionable, but I think he will play. I don't know if any guys are going to be out for this game. Maybe Cornelius Lucas, but I think everyone's going to be good to go that's on the roster that's not on IR. There's a few guys, obviously, that have been placed on IR this season, like Tyler Owens. But I think everyone's going to be good to go, which is really, really good news for the Washington Commanders. Lattimore going up against Evans. He does a really good job against Evans, so that is good. We'll see if he shadows him or not. And then getting Jordan McGee back on special teams when Tyler Owens is out, that'll be a little bit of a boost. And then like I said, the ones to pay attention, the one to pay attention to, I would say, is Tyler Biadisz, because at this point it's very, very likely that Lattimore plays. I would be surprised if he doesn't play. Biadisz, there's still some question because he hasn't been a full participant yet. I'm gonna check just to make sure they didn't put it, they didn't update it while I've been recording. And also we got a rookie of the week, but not the rookie of the week you've been thinking of, or that you probably thought it would be, is Jaden Daniels. I mean, I guess he didn't play really much, so it's expected he didn't win, but Mike Sainristil did play the full game, had a really good game against the Dallas Cowboys, and he won Defensive Rookie of the Year. Or not Defensive Rookie of the Year, not yet at least, but probably won't win Defensive Rookie of the Year, but won Defensive Rookie of the Week after his performance against the Cowboys. Had a bunch of tackles, pass breakups, just had a really good game, only allowed a couple receptions. First time, I believe, the Redskins Commanders football team have had a Rookie of the Week on offense and defense. They've had 12 this season, 11 Jaden, and 1 being Mike Sainristil. So shout out to Mike Sainristil. Has had a good rookie year for sure. Besides Jaden, he's probably been the second best pick, and then you throw in Brandon Coleman as well, as had a solid year for sure. And then some other guys that have been up. Johnny Newton's been up and down. Luke McCaffrey had a good start to the year, I thought, but then has definitely slowed down as of late. And then Ben Sennett's definitely been disappointing, at least for now. But stats. So Mike Evans averages 2.6 catches for 43.6 yards in 13 head-to-head games against Lattimore. So if you told me this week that Lattimore allows 3 catches for 45 yards against Evans, I'm perfectly fine with that. That's likely their best offensive player. I mean, you got him, obviously Baker Mayfield, and then probably Bucky Irving. And Chris Godwin's out, Kadon's solid, but I think Mike Evans is obviously the guy you have to watch out for. And he scored 1, maybe 2 touchdowns against us the first week of the season. So having him Lattimore out there against Evans is going to be very beneficial to the Commanders. Hopefully, it's not too chippy, and hopefully Lattimore doesn't get any major penalties, unnecessary roughness or whatever, unsportsmanlike conduct stuff. If he can draw one, that would be great. I mean, and he might do some PI penalties. It is what it is. Hopefully they're limited, but this will be a huge game to have Lattimore back in, especially going up against Mike Evans. Like I said, and Tyler Biadisz is, I would say, arguably as big, if not, more important than Marshon Lattimore because of the success the offensive line has had with him. And then without him, it's been significantly worse without him, with Michael Dieter in there. So that might be a position of need in the offseason, is getting a backup center for the Commanders. But it looks like Tyler Biadisz will play, but might not be, or definitely won't be 100%. Might be like, I don't know what it is. Not a lot of players are 100%, but he's not going to be, he's going to be more injured than the average guy out there with his ankle stuff. So hopefully the adrenaline helps it out a little bit, and whatever he's going to take before the game will help out. But he's definitely not going to be 100%. Bucks. I'll look at the Bucks. I don't know why I didn't read this before. So Logan Hall, D lineman, he didn't practice, groin injury. Tyke Smith out with a personal reason. Levante David, Jamal Dean, a bunch of guys limited, and then Antoine Winfield was good to go yesterday, so looks like he's going to play. And there's a bunch of other guys on that list that were full. Sterling Shepard, Tristan Wirfs, Cade Otton, Mike Evans, Mike Edwards were all limited. Evans was rest, and I think all those guys will be good to go, maybe one or two of them out. So Bucks look pretty healthy. I mean, obviously they're missing Chris Godwin, one of their better receivers, their second best receiver, who honestly was playing even better than Evans was before Godwin got hurt. So that's definitely a big loss, and a guy that played for them week one that's not going to play this week. I believe Kalijah Kancey didn't play week one against us, and he's going to be playing this week, and he's one of the better players on their defense. Kalijah Kancey, Antoine Winfield, you got Vita Vea and Levante David. Those are like their main guys that you have to pay attention for. But yeah, that is it for today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe if you guys are new, and peace.